Hey guys!
Hey.
Okay, we didn't sound as scared this time.
Yeah, I know, because four
Because
times
we're
a
four
charm.
episodes in.
Yeah.
Hey
Welcome
guys!
back.
Welcome to the party.
Okay. We're
Hey
back with
guys.
a bit of chaos.
A bit of chaos.
Okay.
Should I sing the theme song?
Yeah, you should, actually.
A bit of
And
KKK.
you ruined it. Thank you.
All right, so you want it to be like R&B?
Yeah, soulful.
A bit of
There we
chaos.
Yeah, that's the vibe.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, okay.
Or should we do something like, what's that song called? If you know exactly what I'm gonna
Okay, are you
do,
trying to get not uploaded
then I'ma
again?
bring the
You
chaos
can.
to you.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
oh.
I'll reach out to Youngberg this week and see if we can't cover that.
Please. And stop
Okay.
breaking Tink heart. Thank you.
That's the boy? Oh my God. When you said it, I did not put two and two together. Yeah, because Tink was in Tink, we love you, girl.
Leave him. It's been
Okay,
years.
I ain't say that part too.
Yeah, I'm pro leave him. Okay. To our outline. Guys, Nee says she's nervous because I came up.
Yeah, Mel planned this episode. I'm not fully prepared,
Nee told me I
so
need to pull my weight with this podcast, and so
she
then I pull
does.
my weight, and then she's afraid. I don't get it.
She does need to pull her weight because I do everything and I'm tired. Y'all,
Nee knows
let
how
me
to
just
do
tell y'all
everything.
about episode 3.
What? Oh, go ahead.
Episode 3 would not upload for the life of us, okay? I couldn't figure out what kept getting us flagged. Eventually, I realized at the last part of the video, we were trying to do the 16 carriages slow-mo,
Yeah, y'all remember her slow mo?
and that's what got us flagged. Anyways, I finally figured it out, but it took days. I mean, it only took one day, but it took multiple, upload attempts. Then, when I looked, I'm like, what if everything just accidentally uploads altogether? Y'all, when I go in there, it was like 1,000,001 uploads pending. So y'all would have had 12 episode
They would have
3s,
been
but we figured it
sick of
out.
us.
But this wouldn't have happened if Mel would have, done
What?
her dues.
I don't even know how to edit. Literally.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Hey
Okay. But we
guys.
have a lovely episode for you guys. You're going to
Courtesy
hear
of
some of
Mel.
our amazing stories. We're going to start with our fun, chaotic concert slash festival moments.
All right.
Yes, because we've had so many. Is there a concert you want to talk about? I have.
Well, I do want to share my first concert ever. My first concert ever was actually Paramore.
Okay. I love
Oh.
Paramore.
Yes, y'all. It was in Columbia, Maryland. And I didn't know what to expect because I went with my group of you know, friends, and I was nervous. When I got there, it was a lot of black boys.
Yeah. Because
I think
once
I was in eighth
Misery
grade.
Business drops,
And they performed that. They
that's what
performed
you get.
That's What You Get When You
Yes.
Let Your Heart
You're trying to get
Win.
us copyrighted again. You sing
Sorry,
too
I'm
much
sorry. Let
of
me
the
not sing
song.
anything. I just won't sing. Okay,
Thank
but
you.
they performed all those songs, and it was just being in a pit is like a concert, a concert goer's dream. I feel like I was young, so I was like, ah! I can't imagine doing it now because I'm grown. But yeah, it was so much fun. So that was my first concert ever. What was your first concert?
J. Cole. But
Jacob.
in his young, the tickets were probably $20. I was at the University of Kentucky. He came, it was him, Gym Class Heroes opened up for
What?
him. Yeah. But this was way back. He ain't have any hair, low cut. And I don't know if y'all know, but J. Cole's my favorite artist.
Jacob, she loves you.
I've seen him 4 times, I think, at this point. But yes, that was my very first concert. Also, while I was at Kentucky, I saw Drake during the Take Care era, and that was an amazing show. He brought Waka Flocka out, and he performed Round of Applause.
Shout out Drake. Shout out
Stadium
Waka.
went crazy. But yeah, those were my first few concerts. I also saw MMG, Wale, Rick
All
Ross,
right.
and Meek Mill came out as well. So, wow, those were my concerts while I was at Kentucky.
I've actually seen Meek live. He's actually really good. He's
Yeah,
a good
I
performer.
like his rapping. Friday, he been bringing out Beast Mode and Meek Mill lately again. Y'all know Nee loves
Y'all know I love
Friday.
Friday. Friday, I hope to see you soon. Actually, I don't hope. Friday, I will see you soon.
Yes.
I'm very excited about that. Well, okay, we've both had our concert era.
Yeah, and then we went to Dreamville together. I think that's the
We
only
did.
concert me and Nee have. Well, it's a festival, because festivals are a whole different beast.
Yes.
Like your back aching, you're standing for hours,
No cell phone
stage to
service.
stage. But it was a good time.
It was. Y'all, the first night, Usher was there. He was like the headliner that night.
Yes,
And remember, he was like, "Ladies and gentlemen, Beyonce." And we stopped in our tracks. He
because
was
we was
like,
at the
"You have
gate.
got to be kidding
We were
me."
about to
And he was like,
leave.
"April Fools, y'all," because they were about
Yeah,
April Fools.
because why would you do that? Because Dreamville is always the first weekend in April. But
But he performed "Hey, Hey, Hey, Daddy," y'all.
that's
I
all
think the
Nee wanted
crowd,
to hear.
y'all. I think the crowd went wild. Mel went wild. I went wild. We all went
But
wild.
remember, Summer Walker brought out Six Lack.
Black, get it
Yeah, I know.
together. She did bring out Black, and everybody went wild for Black.
Yes, and at
Okay,
that time, that was Nee's favorite artist. Just so y'all know,
and he
she's moved
still
on to
is.
Friday, but
He's still he. I still love Black.
yeah.
I'll share this on a private clip. We'll talk about this afterwards.
Okay,
But
okay.
yeah, I still
What do
love
we need to
Black.
talk
Like
about on a private clip?
they say he mean.
Oh, okay. Sorry,
Or he was this girl went viral on TikTok not that long ago. And she was like, he was like the worst artist I've ever met in my life.
but I think people feel like they have access to celebrities, and they should not.
Yeah,
Like, you shouldn't feel like a celebrity is supposed to stop what they're doing to come take a picture, come sign something, give you an
yeah.
autograph. You should say hey and keep it moving. I wouldn't want to be
People
stopped,
be
and you
starstruck.
know me. I
But he's very introverted anyway. Like he really
and I
does.
and he
I
probably was not
personally
being rude.
probably not. But she did. She went viral about it. I still very much like him. I have not seen him on tour in a while though. Like it's been some time. And I want to say I read something not that long ago that was like he was taking a break from music for a little bit or something like that. He had done some
Didn't he just have a
features
baby?
recently. Yeah, I think
Okay,
so.
but yeah,
Yeah. He's still very talented. I have his vinyl, courtesy of Mel.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I
It's a
get
prized
me every.
possession.
I get her a
Okay, but
vinyl for like
side note,
Melody.
y'all. The first night we were there, I think we were waiting for Jid to go on stage.
JID.
And we were in the crowd. And I think I just got very excited. I was like, everybody make some noise. And the crowd
He
was
did
like,
it. Yeah, nutty.
y'all, I don't know why I did that. It was the highlight of my life.
Y'all, Nee
Like
froze it at that festival as well. She bought an expensive ass hoodie and everything.
a Dreamville hoodie because I was cold. And I had on a jean
I don't know who told
jacket.
her to wear a jean jacket to a festival, but she wild.
Y'all, it was cold as hell. And I stood in a long ass line for it.
Because I was prepared. That's one thing
Yeah,
I'm
I
prepared
wasn't.
for.
I was not. It was so cold. And I was like, I don't ever spend money like this, but I gotta do
Yes.
what I gotta do.
But it was an amazing festival. Like, I saw
It was.
Jesse Reyes as well. I love me Jesse
Yes.
Reyes.
There was actually a lot of like celebrities at this fest at Dreamville that year.
Hmm.
Drake, 21, Glorilla was late. Shout out Glorilla.
They said Waka Flocka was lit, but he went on too early in the day.
Burna Boy was there too, remember?
Yeah, but we had to
We
stand our
watched it from a
ground.
distance.
We had to stand our
Yes.
ground for J. Cole. You have to. Um,
Yes.
and then I went to Dreamville the following year too. And I'll say that's after I had my great awakening, y'all. Sexy Red went on that stage, and it was like I looked around and the young girls were rapping her lyrics, and I don't even know her lyrics. Like, I know snippets of her songs, but the young kids in the audience, like, they knew it word for word, and I'm looking around like society is doomed. I literally
Y'all, Mel actually called and told me that when she
was
got
so
home. She was
shocked.
distraught, y'all. Distraught.
Couldn't believe it. Like, it was such the lyrics. The lyrics are. I was a little shocked because it was like I was finally hearing them. It's like I never heard them before. But yeah, SZA was there the second year as well, and it was amazing. But
Sorry that it wasn't
yeah,
what you thought it was gonna be.
oh, you guys,
Shout out Sexy Red.
I also I went to Day in Vegas festival with my friend Green, and me and Green are like two adults that do not need to go unsupervised.
Two airheads, y'all.
You guys, I had never done an edible before, and so I was with Green, and
Y'all.
I don't know anything. Like, I don't know anything about grams. And so he's like, "Yeah, you take two and you'll be fine." You
Yeah.
guys, I was in another dimension.
Yeah.
Okay? The whole first day. The second and third day I got slightly better, but when I tell you guys, the first day I was like a rock. I was having so much fun, but I was like a rock. Like I wasn't moving like and Green's like, "Are you enjoying yourself?" I'm like, "Yeah, this is great." And he didn't even think I was enjoying myself, but I had the time of my life, but it was good.
Meanwhile, I gave my ticket to Mel's cousin. Okay. I would have been the supervisor on that
And we
trip.
didn't need her because Nee ruins the fun a lot. Like me, side note, me and Nee, one the few weekends ago was the first weekend she lit both of us drank at the same time because she's like, one of us needs to be sober. And I'll tell you one
You
thing,
do.
might get drunk, but I know how to find my way with no problem. I'm telling you, it
Y'all,
works
I don't play. I don't
because you
like to
have
be
to
at
know you're in
risk.
tune with yourself. Okay.
I'm also very much a lightweight, so like one
And Nee's
drink,
too friendly as well. I'm not friendly. That's the problem.
I
See,
am
when you're
very friendly
not
when I drink.
friendly, you stay the course. You make it home. There's plenty of times I don't remember how I got home, but did I make it home? Yep. And I'm here to tell you the
Did you make
story.
it?
Yeah, 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 I'm here.
I am very friendly when I drink, but I also can get
Maybe
really
hugging
mean.
everybody.
Wait, yeah, I do. I am a hugger when I girl, I was hugging somebody. I held people's hands recently. Like I don't act like that in real life. Like I'm not nice all the time. Um, I did enjoy holding hands though. Yay.
All right.
Um, but I'm talking about that boy from the bar in DC, by the way. I was like holding his hand at the bar. It was awkward. I can remember it, but it was very awkward.
The cute one?
Um,
Well,
he
clearly
all
not the
right. He
other
was
one.
kind of crazy. Um, but I'm only friendly if I drink white liquor. If I drink brown, I am mean.
I'll be ready
That's
to
why
fight.
yeah, that's why I don't drink brown liquor. Like
I
I
had to
don't
stay away.
yeah, I'm scared of myself on
I
brown liquor.
still,
Like,
I don't really don't drink like I used to. Y'all, I used to be
yeah, take a shot, take another one, take another.
shot
I'm like, no,
queen. I don't
you
know how I used to
already took a
drink that
shot.
much. And which I'm a big girl. Like I'm 6 feet, so I feel like I can drink a lot, but I could throw some shots back. And I
Yes, you
mean,
could.
I probably was taking about 15 shots a night, like probably, and just
Y'all,
wilding.
Mel would be like, take a shot, and then she would pour the shot, and it would be full to the rim, running over. Then we'd take it, and she'd be like, take another one. It got to the point, y'all. I think one night we were at your house, and I was like pouring it back in the bottle every time you turn your head, and was like filling my cup up with water.
Wow. The
I'm just kidding.
deceit.
I did not.
You did, because I know you.
That's my favorite thing to
Lame.
do.
But I don't drink like that anymore, y'all. Those were the wild years.
She
It was
lying.
the Navy years. The Navy turned you into a drinker. I was drinking before the Navy, but the
Indeed, she
Navy,
was. I was
like,
getting ready to correct her because Mel introduced me to the party life.
okay, everyone calm down.
You did. Did you or did you not?
I did.
Thank you.
But it's not like he was partying. He would be passed out before the party start.
I told you I'm a lightweight. I was not. Y'all took my first sip of alcohol when I was 21. I was very delayed. I
Yeah.
smoked my first cig when I was 18. Was it a cig?
I don't know
Uh,
what you smoked.
it wasn't not weed. It was a cigarette. It was a Black and Mild. I guess I don't know
Oh,
cigars. I don't know.
girl.
I didn't even know how to do that. I was confused.
I
Shout
know.
out
I smoked
Bianca.
my first cigarette. I was drunk as hell, and I just took a puff, and it was the most disgusting thing. Like I came to, like I was blacked out, and I smoked it, and I was like, "This is disgusting. Like, how are y'all smoking cigarettes?" And never touched one again.
Don't think I've ever touched a real one. I
Oh,
mean, they're all real,
well, I
but
don't
I've
want
only
another
ever
one.
messed with Black and Milds. Like I've never anything else
Black
is
and mild don't that doesn't taste like anything. Cigarettes were disgusting. I don't. What make y'all smoke this? Okay, let me stop for I'm over here
we about to get
offending
shadow
someone.
banned.
Sorry, but ooh, they nasty.
Those nicotine haters. Nah, I don't. I've never really dealt with
Like she
those
was talking
either.
about taking all them shots, and she want to stop at a cigarette.
A ciggy?
Live your
Nah.
life. Live your life. Okay.
Yeah, that's probably about the most like I've ever done.
Okay. Is that
I did
that
touch
takes
hookah.
huh?
Hookah. I've done hookah.
I don't hookah just messes.
It
I
made
don't
my
like
throat
it.
hurt.
Yeah.
I'll never forget the first night me and Shaliko went and shout out Shaliko. Hey, rest in peace to Shaliko. But we went to what used to be Aladdin's. And
Mexican Lindo.
girl, oh wait, but it was Aladdin's, and I just remember, "No Letting Go" came on, and we was
Okay,
there with like
Wayne.
my old joint. I don't know if you remember him. The drove me home in the bug type deal. Him, he met us there, and I remember that song came on, and he's behind me in the video, like, "Oh, Cootie," we was turning,
Vibes.
yo, it was a
I hear wedding
vibe.
bells.
Okay, bye. So anyway, y'all, I remember me and Shaliqua smoked the hookah, and she spent the night with me, I think, or either I stayed at with her. I don't remember. But anyway, when we got home, I was like, I think this is my last night. My throat hurts so bad. I love. And she's like, Anitra, you're so retarded. I don't want to say the word. She's like, you're so the R word, because y'all know it's offensive this day and age. And she was like, go to bed. But y'all, my throat was so sore. I was like, I don't think I'm gonna wake up tomorrow. I think I smoked too much hookah. I was so scared, and
Well,
I
I
never was.
said I would never want you to even smoke anything else because I already know you'd be so dramatic. Like I feel like you would have a panic attack and have to go to the hospital, like dead ass, because you don't know how
Y'all,
to ride the wave.
my throat actually hurt so bad. I mean, I had fun in the moments, but when we got home, I was like, why my throat hurt like this? Like I had never touched it before. And I had heard people talk about it, but I had never seen it or done it. I just had never
But
been
hookah
around
does
it.
it hurts my throat too.
Yes, that thing was scratchy.
Because when I went to the Kentucky, we weren't old enough. All the clubs were 21 and up. All we could get in was hookah clubs. So that was it. Yeah, that's all we could do. We were so tired.
I'm sure, cause hookah's not fun.
It's
That was
not.
legit my only time I ever touched it. I never done it again, like, or I never did it again, just that one time, and I did not enjoy it. How did we go from talking about being at the concert to
Oh, I don't have any. I went to EDC
you
too. That
did?
was top 3 favorite experience for me, like for sure. And if you know the environment, that's all I'm gonna say. I'm not even gonna go into detail.
Wait, but wasn't this where Shaquille O'Neal was
Y-
DJing?
You guys,
Yeah.
I'm out of it, but all I hear is the box starts playing. I can't even think of how the beat goes.
Toot, toot.
Yes, and then I'm like, the box is playing. Snap back to full out party.
Yeah,
Like
she called me, y'all.
amazing. Then
Neither
LeBron,
play in the box. I was bumping Roddy Rich heavy at the time. Neither
yeah,
play in the box.
it
I'm like,
was
all
such
right.
a good time. And then he brought LeBron on the stage. But EDC was like, it was amazing. I don't know if I'm cut out for it anymore, but it was a time.
YOLO.
Yeah. Also, any more concerts or you went to that old school didn't you go to like the throwback artists before? Like when all the old school artists come out on stage, didn't you say someone took your phone?
Oh, and I know. That was Yo Gotti.
Oh, okay. So
Yo Gotti took my phone. I did see Yo Gotti one time. I forgot who else was there with him. It was somebody performing with him, and he was there. And he took my phone and recorded a Snapchat video.
you
And
could have been Angela Simmons.
okay, but he definitely tried to get me to go with him afterwards. I'm like, go where?
Okay, Angela.
I did not ride the wave.
We
My friends
know.
at the time were mad at me. I'm like, what y'all want me to do?
Yeah, I mean, I
Y'all,
probably wouldn't have either. But
that if y'all would see that Snapchat video, y'all would be like, I wouldn't have went either. No
sorry, Yo
way.
Gotti, she
He
don't
has
mean
perfect teeth. Like his teeth are beautiful. Okay. But I'm like,
meanwhile
I'm
we
not
got
going
braces
to
in Invisalign.
nobody's hotel room with these randos. Like I'm not investing myself into stuff like that. So, I'm a little boring and old fashioned. I can't remember the name of that festival that Richmond used to have all the time, but I went there and that was where I saw Moneybag Yo. That was like in his early stages, and he was like,
Cause he fine now.
yeah, he definitely looked good.
He fine now.
I ain't never liked a man like that, but that is
Tattoos,
what
they
they
fall
say.
in the right places.
Hello. He was like nervous on stage though, like low key. That's when I saw Jacquees in person. Jacquees and me are like the same height.
Girl, how he sing?
He was like at
Nee,
the edge of the stage. What was he doing?
nee, nee.
Okay, but Jacquees was there. Tasha Cobbs was there. If y'all listen to gospel,
What?
I do like gospel. She was there.
Put a
It started off
praise
with gospel.
on it.
It started off with gospel. They
Starting with
started the right way.
gospel and going on is
It ended.
insane.
Oh yeah, and I got Ti was like the headliner. Him and Trey Songs, and I got his towel. And I
Where
actually
does
still have it
Towel
to
at
this
right
day
now?
in my room somewhere in one
You
of them
could have sold
old
that.
bins. It had his sweat all over it.
That's do you there are
I,
stands
okay, well
that
maybe if
will
I find it. But
now it's
yeah,
too
Trey
late.
Songs was there. Oh, and Fabulous was there, and he kept making eye contact with me. Fab wanted me. Okay.
Didn't
That
he
was
beat
like
up
the
Emily? Like, are we talking about this? Sorry.
Emily won't there. It's like no, no, but he dead ass kept me, and we were front row. That was like my front row
Okay.
festival or whatever concert. I can't remember what that was called though. Stone Soul,
Oh,
Stone Soul, RVA.
yeah, I never knew that title.
Yeah, it was dope. I had a lot of fun. I've also been to Broccoli City, and that was a lot of fun. That's where I saw Black and Childish Gambino and Lil Wayne, and they were all phenomenal. But Childish Gambino stole that show.
Really?
Yes, he's such a great performer. Like his energy was
Yeah.
top tier for real. I enjoy watching him. But yeah,
Also, I
yeah.
don't know if Rihanna will ever do music again, but if she ever has a concert,
You
I'm
want to see Riri?
going. Okay? Just so
Yeah,
everyone knows.
Riri. Hey Rihanna.
Okay, but so then we can segue into our next topic. Have you had any really embarrassing situations? I can start because this one thing, girl, this sticks out to me for real.
What is it?
Okay, so y'all already know. I already don't talk proper English as is, girl. And imagine me coming straight out of high school. Like, I didn't even realize that I wasn't talking properly. Even kids at
You're the best of
school,
us.
like when we would say axe and like they would like repeat it and I didn't realize what they were doing. I'm like, I'm saying what you saying. Like it just didn't register. And I'm like, then I started saying ask and I was like, oh, okay. But anyway, I went to Kentucky for school or whatever. So we had a project. I was in a photography class. And so in where we're from, if you go into this place, it's on the water, but it's like a restaurant type thing and casino type. And if you go in there, you're in the state of Maryland, technically, or whatever. So I had like took a picture of it and like I was explaining to the class. And so I'm like, when you go in here, you're in Maryland, because that's how, if you know, if you're from the DMV, you already know. So I'm like in Maryland. And the girl's like, where? And I was like, in Maryland. And she like did not know what I'm saying. And in my head, I'm like, girl, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not that crazy. Like, you know. And then that passive aggressive.
Merlin. I mean, I think everybody just says Maryland or Merlin.
Yeah, but like black people back, like especially my family, like girl, they say hot dog. Like they don't even say hot dog type.
Yeah,
So if
hot
that's where
dog.
I'm coming from, y'all. That's my family. So if y'all can imagine, that's what I grew up with. And like I know people say a lot of stuff. They be like black people are lazy when they talk and like they be going in. Like that happens a lot. But when like people need to understand the progression from slavery. Like when you read them books, like their eyes were watching God, like how they talked in those books, and like people are like, I don't understand. Black people are coming from that. Like, you know what I mean? Like you are developing from that type of talk. So like let's not act stupid, you
Not
know?
only that though, but think back to like old feet stomping, hand clapping hymnals. Like they are not grammatically correct at
Yeah.
all. Like that's a good point. I never thought about it that way.
Really?
No, but just now, like in my brain, just thinking about like how we used to sing some of these songs in church, like those songs were not written grammatically correct
Yeah.
either, but it's just years and years of hymns passed down from like slave
Yeah,
times
it's
that
like
we still sing
over
in
is
church.
always like like no
Yeah,
D in there
yeah,
and stuff. But and it's just like amazing how people are like black people are uneducated and stuff. And it's like, no, we know what we're saying just because we don't pronounce it how you want to say it. But then like if someone comes from a different country and they have an accent, it's fine and dandy. And I'm like, even like Caribbean people, like how what is it's not called broken English, but how they talk like a little I don't know what I'm saying, but
like Spanglish.
yeah, or whatever. And so it makes sense. Like we know what they're saying. And I'm like, it's the same thing. Like just because we're from the States and you think we should talk how you guys talk, that's not how it goes. Like you guys have to know slavery was not that long ago. Like let's put the pieces to the puzzle together, you guys. Let's not act clueless. Think a little bit.
One of my classmates when we was in school, he used to say, I synced it. And everybody used to make fun of him for it. But I'm like, he didn't know any
Yeah.
better. Like, he really didn't.
Yeah, when I was
He
real young, I used to be like, that hurted. And someone was like, you sound so dumb. I was like, yeah.
really, I can't remember a time when I used to talk like Crazy. I feel like every now and again, like especially when I like edit our podcast, I'll hear me be like, "I did." They was, we did that, and I'm
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I sound a little ratchet." But I can't remember a time when I used to talk crazy.
Still do. Like I have
I'm
to
trying to
really think about it. Like trying to say going, it's gonna. I'm sorry. I actually seen like Glorilla say like she knows how to say it properly. It takes a lot of effort to say it properly. Like you really have to be like, I am going to the store. Like, no, I'm going to the store. Like, just put a little slang on it.
a little slang of the slang. I don't mind slang though. I feel like slang is socially accepted, especially in like depending on your environment too. Because 9 times out of 10, people be code switching, turn it on, turn it off. I mean, we all code switch naturally. If you have a job, you code switch. You
Yeah.
do not act like that 24/7.
I know, and I try not to, but it still happens. Like I just, it
It's
just
just a
happens,
natural
and
response.
I still don't. I don't even talk properly. I just feel like I talk in an octave higher. Like, oh yes, yes. Like,
Girl, I be like, yes, oh my
Nee, we know
goodness.
you. Y'all, Nee
I
be pissing me
love
off. I'm like,
that.
please.
Yo, I had one of my kiddos here today at my crib, and I said something. I was like, "Oh, Miss such and such." I said my last name. Do you need Miss such and such to do it? And I was like, "Why you ain't just say I?"
Yeah, like, why are you talking like you in
Because they're
class?
kids, and this is how we talk all day long.
Yeah, but
I was
you're
talking
at
about it with my
home.
coworker the other day, and my coworker has years in the game. I'm talking years. She actually taught me. And I remember she was like, "Yeah, it's a performance. We have to perform all day." No, that's real. We have to perform
Yeah,
all day. So when I'm
everywhere.
around a kid, I'm like, "Oh," I don't ever want to greet a kid and be like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, clearly.
It would make me feel bad because
Yeah.
that'll make them feel like unwanted. Their
Hmm.
little brains can't rationalize we're having a bad day. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
anyway,
Also, side note, I didn't realize that AAVE like is actually a language now. Like it's a legit language.
is
So,
it?
hmm,
Huh?
so when
Okay.
people talk in mess, someone fact check.
Can y'all fact check this for us? Are y'all on here? Is,
We're gonna have to get
are we
a
live?
we're gonna have to get a producer at some point. Can you fact check that? Thank you. I'm
It's like
wrong. Oh,
holler in the background. What'd you say? Oh, all right. Can you bring us something to eat? All right. He said wrap it up.
you don't have any embarrassing moments? No, you can't.
I don't know. I'm like, guys, I think I was living in disassociation for like half of my life. So my memory is like very twisted. And I also suffered a TBI not that long ago from assault, and I have very little
Oh,
memory.
I
Like
have
it
a
is,
moment for you. One
what is
time
it?
when we was on the phone, you were at Walmart and I was talking about
God.
someone didn't change their baby pamper for the whole day. I don't know if you remember who I was talking about. And you started cackling and you peed on yourself while you're
I don't remember that. Who didn't change their baby pamper for the whole day?
girl, we gotta tell you all the podcast.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. Now I will pee and listen. No, because it is no shame in my game. I
Well,
listen.
you
If
had
I
a
laugh too
baby.
hard,
It's no
yeah, or somebody
shame.
tickle me,
No shame.
y'all, it ain't nothing I could do. The floods just hit the gates. I don't know. It just comes. I don't know. I'm like thinking in my head about anything embarrassing. I don't know. I don't. I don't know. One time though, I was dating this guy and
I'm not laughing already.
stop. It's not even. This is a sad story. One time I was dating this guy and he I remember I was like, I don't think my monthly is gonna start or anything. Like I'm good. We woke up the next morning and it started and it was everywhere and I was so embarrassed, y'all. I guess yeah, this is an embarrassing story. I was so embarrassed that it was everywhere. Like it was everywhere. Like it went through to the mattress. And he just got up real gracefully, ran bath water, changed the sheets, put my clothes in. It was a very sweet gesture.
Yeah.
But me, I was embarrassed. Like I did not want to see him again. I was like, I'm so embarrassed. And he was like, it's okay. He like got out the baking soda and the vinegar. It was like, who else this not happen to? Because you already know what to do, and that's a little alarming. But
That's true. Yeah,
yeah,
because
like
who was here
he knew the
before
steps.
me?
Like then he went and got me like chocolate and some flowers or something. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, like that happened to me. That was pretty
That has
embarrassing.
happened to me too. I had got my birth control switched out one day. Like my period wasn't even on, but like a day or two prior, I had got my IUD switched or whatever. And I was like spotting, but I had stopped. I thought it was
Mhm.
done, and so I woke up, and it wasn't even anything like a big amount or anything. It was a small amount, but it still was. I'm like, oh my goodness, that is so embarrassing. Cause what at this big age, and but he was really nice too. He like clean. He was like, it's fine. Don't be embarrassed.
Those are
Meanwhile,
good men.
embarrassed.
I was embarrassed too.
Yeah.
No lie. Even though it wasn't my fault, I wasn't. And I just remember being like, my stomach hurts a little bit, but I don't think it's coming. Like, I do remember saying that, but oh
Jokes
well, it
on
is what it is.
you, cause we know what that means. It always happens when you don't want it to happen, so you should have just known. In hindsight, it's easy to say that, but
Yeah, this is true. At least
sometimes
I
you
got to see a
don't.
different side of him, though. Like, I benefited from that.
Yeah.
You know,
And then
he was so nice,
look where he at now.
sending me emails 7 years later, trying to
Stalker,
contact me.
stalker.
Yeah, y'all, that was who I was talking about in the first episode where I received that email from my ex of 7 years ago.
Yeah, he crazy. He and you know he
Useless.
Haitian. He probably wrapped that sheet up and saved it.
I rebuke it in the name of Jesus, and I cast it into the abyss, and I am covered by the blood of Jesus. Hallelujah. I am not
Well,
playing.
what else we have on here? Oh,
But anyways, yes.
yes, that was.
What a great time. What a great embarrassing stories. Do you have any others?
I don't. I'm pretty sure I have a million and one. First of all, if you went through high school, you were embarrassed at some point. But I
Y'all,
can't
my hair was fried. I told y'all before.
lay to the side.
It wouldn't even lay to the side. It was just fried. Like the fact that I have hair now, y'all, my hair was like this, burnt to a crisp.
And another thing about being embarrassed, things that I thought were embarrassing back then aren't embarrassing. Like I remember not wanting to like message my high school crush, and Kui actually messaged him for Kui is my sister, but Kui messaged him for me instead of me just doing it. I feel like that's more embarrassing than anything that I didn't message him myself. But I would have had a full out panic attack. Like,
Y'all, I do got an embarrassing story. One time, Mel dared me to message this guy who I told her I did not want to message and tell him that I liked him because we were doing business together. And she told me to type it in. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna hit send. And I was like, gotcha, already hit it. And I was so embarrassed. For one, he was younger than me. So that was already like, all right, he's younger than me. Like, that's weird. But the fact that Mel actually took the time to hit send, Mel, why'd you do that?
because it
I
needed.
never, by the way, y'all, I never did business with him ever again.
Well,
I was too
it
embarrassed.
wasn't meant to happen. It's better to know. Okay.
I mean, it wasn't going to. I didn't like him in that way. He was
Okay.
just
In
very
the comments,
attractive.
would you rather know if someone like you or just sit here wondering? Because I rather know.
But I just thought he was adorable.
Okay. But okay, something like that is, I guess, kind of similar. Y'all already hear how I am messaging guys. When I was in the military, it was this guy that I really liked. Okay, like I thought he was so fine. And so I had to plot this out because I had to send a friend request to him. This is Facebook days, okay? You know, it's hard to find Instagram handles when you don't know the person. Facebook, I literally had to go to like the watch bill to even see what his last name was.
All right.
Search him up, you
I'm
guys.
reporting you.
This was real. And so I previously I had messed with his friend. I will say that little note. But I we was just sleeping together. Like it was I don't know anything about the guy. The guy don't know anything about me. Like this was strictly we slept together. It wasn't even anything like that. Now the friend I actually liked him. You know what they say when they be like, wait till you see the friend group to mess with any of them? I didn't do that. I
Don't I know?
I heard that too late. But so I sent a friend request. I had to do it like Friday evening. So I knew I had 2 days where I wouldn't send him. This was a big deal to me, guys. And so then I finally got the courage to like message and I don't remember what I said, but basically like something of the nature of I like you, like I know I mess with your friend or something. I don't know how close y'all are, because at that point I knew they worked like in the same shop, but I didn't know if they were super duper close or whatever. And so he basically was like, yeah, they're boys or something, whatever. And so that was the end. That was the end of that. But later on down the line, he still ended up messing with me, guys, because ain't shit. Just so y'all know.
Okay.
But
Wait a
because
minute, wait a minute, wait a minute.
what?
Mel said ain't-
Because they not, and then they put it on the women. Like
they not.
I have no loyalty
Some of
to
them.
you guys. You two are the friends. So I,
Yeah.
you should have said no and kept it pushing. Like, how did you circle back? Anyway, later on, I found out that close with one of his friends. Like we had a mutual friend that I talked to all the time. Like we were really close. But he eventually told me like I actually saw the message because he used to make music and so guys were in the room. So oh, this is so embarrassing now that I think about it. But the mutual friend that we had actually saw the message. And it's funny because he was trying to play dumb because we was talking about crushes one day and he knew exactly who my crush was and he was playing dumb. But yeah, funny shit, huh? Embarrassing stuff. Beat that story.
I do got a story that could beat it, but I ain't gonna share it.
Why? Okay, too much for the podcasters? Our little
Yeah. I
chaosers?
mean, it's your family. I don't know if you remember that night. That night when you came home back in June. It was like right after I graduated and he was like, Nee, this is stuff we do when we're like 21. This is why you should have experienced it when you're 21.
Oh, I
Remember?
still got the videos. What? Start with C?
No.
Oh, the
When
guy
I was
was
at
like,
the car.
no. Okay, yeah. Keep that story to yourself.
Yes. That was like one of my
Well, they
most
don't know
like
who it is, so it's not a bad story.
oh, I'm not gonna say any names, but it was terrible. It was like
Y'all knee
from
was running off with a man. This is at my
oh
family,
no. But that's not even the part I'm embarrassed about. The other part was my uncle.
girl.
Then the texting the next day
That
was a
had me
lot.
shook.
I'm
It
like,
really pop. But just we were at a family cookout. Nee running off like we at a wild out party. I'm like, we are around my family. What are you doing?
we was just talking.
Okay, all right.
Talking about life.
Okay, okay. Does that wrap up your embarrassing moment? I'm still shooketh at my message story. I am shooketh to the core.
I mean, yeah, it wraps it up for me. I don't need to tell them anything else. They don't need to know anything else of
Girl,
me.
I am still weak.
Mine is like my crash outs, but I mean, hey.
Oh, I have embarrassed myself over the Haitian guy for sure. Like full out straight drunk nights, embarrass myself. But hey,
Hey, I was sober and I've embarrassed myself crashing out. So it is what it is. I mean, not necessarily embarrass myself because when you're invested in something, when you care about something, it's
and they
okay to be
play with you.
passionate. Yeah, when you play with somebody,
Okay, everyone calm down.
yeah,
But yeah, I take
yeah,
that to heart. It's the disrespect. Please don't disrespect me. Cause then you're gonna see another side.
definitely gonna see another side.
But I don't even.
My eye jumping just thinking.
Okay, have you ever gotten bad advice? Have you ever gotten bad advice about something?
Yeah, these elderly black women telling me to stay with a man that's cheating on me just because he got money. Girl, you.
Yeah, everyone, take it down a notch.
I don't know if they think we in the old days or not, but I'm
They
like,
do.
staying with a man who is doing nothing but taking me through the trenches is wild work. Crazy behavior.
And it's the setup. It's just not how it was back in the day anymore. It's
It's
first of
not.
all, one income. Like the man really has to have money. You cannot. You need to be making at least $200,000 to be living a year to be making like dead ass. And that's even low key a stretch if you want to be splurging. That's like to just be able to feed you and him and you don't work type shit. Like if you're not doing that, I'm sorry. You're not even in the bracket that we're talking about.
Thank you. I hope you heard that.
It's real. Like the
It
economy
is.
is not back in
A
the
lot of men
day.
need to hear it because I think a lot of men live in Delulu
How
land.
much are eggs? How much
$8.
is daycare? Get out of
Don't get me
here.
started on how much daycare is. I'll tell y'all. Because a lot
Yeah.
of men are not prepared. Like they think they want a baby, and I'm like, do you know how much it costs a month?
It's
Like
like,
it
can
is
you really be a
high.
stay-at-home mom with your salary? Like, we got to think about this. This is not back in the day. And then I'm like, people are just slow to catch up. They in the community, they do not look ahead, okay? They wait. We react to things. We are never proactive. This is a problem.
It
Cause
is.
it gets under my skin. I'm like, do y'all not see what's happening? Look, look, look.
No, they don't see. They're
Don't
blind.
get me
At,
started.
like very blind.
Yeah, and it's kind of
Spiritual
sad.
glaucoma for real.
Well, you know how to solve that problem.
Hello. Hello. That's probably, but honestly though, that's probably like some of the worst advice I've ever gotten.
On top of like just using someone for the money. Like if you really don't, I don't believe in that in all honesty. I really do feel like I need to I tell everyone this. There are three types of loves. There are people that genuinely love each other no matter what. Y'all could be dirt poor. You don't do it for the money. Then it's like the 50-50 where me, because I'm like, I have to actually genuinely like you and you have to have your life together. Your career need to be right. We need to be on the right path. Not everyone's situated right now. I'm not even situated right now with my career, but I'm set. The path is already set. You know what I mean? I just gotta do what I do. But it makes sense. Some people just be talking, made no steps. I don't know. That's weird. But
Yeah.
anyway,
Yeah.
that's the next set of couple, the 50-50. You gotta have the career and love. Then the other one, somebody's using someone. That's the third set. Either like the one person is super in love with the other person and they just using them for money or whatever reason. I believe those are the three types of couples in the world. So I forgot where we're going with that, but yes.
I agree. I mean, it is. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm gonna keep my comments to myself so
What?
that
What do you have to say?
we don't get sued for defamation of character. Nothing.
You
I'm
feel
just
like you was in one of the couples? I mean, one of the three?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 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 yeah. We'll talk about this off camera. I kind of like this job because we get to talk about everything off camera too.
We're on the phone all the time. It's not, girl. Pretty sure we already had these conversations, but
But no, I do agree. I do think there it is three types. But also I think too, just thinking about this, and I know we can drift back over to what we were talking about, but I do believe like a man really needs to love a woman than the woman should love the man. Like he needs to be like worshiping the ground the woman walks on in order for that relationship to work. Because otherwise, their ego gets too big, and then from there on, it's too far gone.
yeah, because
Once the man think that you need him, and that's all I'm gonna say.
but
That's
have
all.
you ever been in this situation? Because I've done this where a man, which now in hindsight, people have said, don't be with a man that's like been begging to like date you or whatever, like for years. Because I've done that, and they really switched up on me, acting like I was the one. Like I can't believe it to this day. Because
Well,
what?
not necessarily the man who's like been begging to date me, but just a man who begged me to like, oh, please let me show you that I can be the man that I know I could be. Sitting over here, eyes filling up with water. Like I'm like, oh, I just want this to end. Like it's not working. You showed me that you can't be a man. It's like, please let me be the man that I know I can be. And then I left them, and you destroyed my heart, sir. If I didn't know you was gonna do that, I would have said no. You would have never had the time or day. See what happened? See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? But no, I don't know. It's just a. I think one day we need to have a male on here. We need a male. We need a wise male.
Because sometimes males have the same like journey as us too, because sometimes women do dog men out. Like definitely not saying that women are just like in the clear and don't do things, because I have seen loving men go for, and you know when it's funny because you can see I'm pretty sure men see like us go for the bad men, and then like we can see the men go for the bad women, and I'm like,
Yeah.
she gonna crush your heart and rip it in two and stomp on it.
Well, when they say like you can't turn a hoe into a housewife, men always want to try to turn a hoe into a housewife. It blows my mind.
But it be working.
Yeah, they
Because
do.
first of all, I feel like your past don't matter.
I
I
mean,
done
I don't care.
definitely
I know I've had a terrible
had a
past.
hoe phase.
Hey, whatever floats the boat.
But
The,
it's just,
the dirt is done.
but it really just be like, you take me for what I am now. I'm not like that part is done. But everyone need a hoe phase. Let's be real.
We do.
Look, Nee and her, I'm in teacher mode. I don't want to say that mode, but I'll say it for her.
I've had a hoe phase. Girl, what? I was leaving one house, going to the
Okay,
next.
everyone calm down.
Never
Bruh,
stay in my game.
I was hopping out barracks room. I was tiptoeing through the barracks. I was tiptoeing.
Hide my car behind people's houses, and
This is
I
true.
don't give a damn.
This
I
is,
was living. It only lasted for like a month or two. It wasn't a very long
oh,
phase for me,
well,
but
hey.
hey, I enjoyed it. I was getting free meals, free dates. They was getting
Woo!
sorry.
Man.
And we was going to places like B-Dubs. It wasn't even nothing like
Girl, you know
spectacular.
the men around this area not. And back in the day, I mean, we only had but so much money. We really.
I did go on a date to see that movie, Best of Me. It kind of was like
Oh
a
yeah, girl, I love those type movies. You know,
yeah,
I'm a
I did go
romance
on a date
girly.
with a guy to see that. That was
Girl, I was
nice.
in there sad. I'm like, no.
That was the same guy that I went to the hookah lounge. We also went and see Annabelle together. I was scared to death. That was his choice. Actually, it was Shaliqua's choice. So,
I only went to the movies once with a
not
guy.
a good date.
Huh?
I don't enjoy if we are together for an extended period of time, it's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
But
yeah.
like freshly dating, no. Do not invite me to the movies. I'm going to tell you no.
This is true. And I don't ever make it too far, honestly.
Girl, because I'll go to sleep in the movies in a heartbeat. And that's just my
I've been
thing.
to the movies more than once. Why did I say that? Just kidding. A few times.
She lying,
I
y'all.
had to think because it's really because the what now I'm thinking about someone that I was messing with for a while. But like as far as like first date type things, I've only done that once because it really isn't a good first date
It's
setting at
not.
all.
But it's I think men choose it and maybe women
So they
too.
don't have
I've
to
never
talk.
chose well, I've never I think they do it because it's easy. Like you just go to dinner and go to the movies or go to the movie and go to dinner. Like it's a very easy date. It requires very minimal effort. All you gotta do is buy a ticket.
Which I will say, a first date, like even being on dating apps, I will say I'll accept like just go have a drink or two with someone and
Yeah.
chit chat because I'm like, if you are actively dating and you're a man and like imagine going on hella dates and you have to pay for that. So I really am open, but if we make it to the second date, you put a little bit more
Yeah, I
effort.
don't mind socializing on the first
Yeah.
date at all. Like I do not
But
have a
second,
quick little
third
snack
date,
or something.
you better
I do
plan.
not mind that.
You plan it out. But the first date, I'm really chill with a first date. Cause first of all, I want to know if I even like you. I actually would prefer like an hour and a half long date. That's it. Time to go. Hour and a half might be too long, maybe. Unless we really vibing. Then I want to stay
All
all
of my
night.
first dates have actually been very long.
Your ass start yapping.
We do start yapping and we realize we have things in common. I've only had one date where I've ended it super early, and one of those guys was just like annoying, and the other one was he just wasn't for me. He just wasn't for
Hey,
me.
when you know, you know.
His voice annoyed me.
Okay.
He would like be like, I'd be like, yeah, it's time to go. He annoys me. Like, just breathing annoyed me. I don't know. Something about him just, it just didn't work.
Okay. It's enough.
If you ever watch this, I'm so sorry.
He won't know.
He probably hadn't seen it, I'm sure. He actually popped up and I suggest, I cannot say this word with Invisalign in lately. I said it the other day too, at work, and I was like, I can't say that word anymore.
Suggested?
Yes, with my Invisalign, I can't say it. I also can't make the F sound with Invisalign in.
Say frog.
No, I always have to ask my coworker, be like, "Can you make the sound for me?" It's just not. I think because they're so dry, I don't like it. Oh, now I got not doing
Everyone
anything
just
else.
calm down.
Okay, but anyways, yes. So back to what we were talking about because we got off track. So I'm kind of
Bad
wondering about
advice.
bad advice. Yeah, that was probably the worst advice I've ever gotten, which led me down this lovely road here.
Okay, this might be a whole different conversation of how black people always inviting everyone to the cookout and we don't need to invite everyone to the cookout. It's like Black, I mean, so a white person could just do like some flipping tricks and have a little soul to them, and like it's like, oh, we accept
Yeah.
them, and like then a black person do the same thing, and it's like, oh, they mediocre. How does how does that work? Doesn't make
I'll
sense,
tell you how it works.
but it happens a lot. And then boom, they like, oh, it's easy to break into the rap game and then switch over to country. But it's okay.
Shook me. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. It shook me. Shook me to the
Didn't
core.
shake me at all.
I had no idea it was him.
I was soft. But White Iverson did go hard. I ain't gonna hold you.
When I was when I started balling, I was young.
We got Post Malone at home.
Y'all had Post Malone at home. Y'all had Cardi at home. Who else y'all want at home?
Cardi B. We almost had 16 carriages, but Beyonce put a stop. She said she will not.
Sorry, B.
Okay, do you remember that Alicia Keys show when the background singer was out doing girl?
Yes, they were singing Diary. She was like banging on that keyboard. I mean, on that piano. She was hot. Ah! She was like, oh, like in the microphone, looking to the side. She was living. I forgot his name
Why would he do that?
because he was the star of the show.
Girl.
I actually like Alicia Keys.
Because if someone ever did that to me, I really wish I could sing.
You can spit a little
No,
something.
I'm tone deaf. You know I am. Why are you acting? Why did you want me to embarrass me? You want to add to my embarrassing moments? I already messaged a man and then our friend saw the message. That's already peak embarrassment.
We're gonna have a karaoke episode. You look so dumb right
No, it can never get
now.
uploaded.
Well, if we use like sing, it can, because that's a cover and it's not copyrighted. Anybody can sing with those and upload to YouTube.
Yeah, I won't be singing.
Y'all, one time,
For
me, Val,
rap.
and her friends, we went to a karaoke room. Remember that?
Yeah.
That was the time of our lives.
Yes. Girl, we saw Drunk in Love.
We sung a lot of songs. Let me see if I can pull it up. No, I'm just kidding.
Girl, that
Y'all,
was a hot mess.
We would turn in there. When we
Wow.
left, nobody had a voice.
Yeah, you know I was hollering.
We sung, girl, one time we were on the way back. Me and the Green flew out to Cali to see Mel when she was in the military. And we were on the way home. We was screaming at the top of our lungs singing Keisha Cola. Y'all, I still have them videos to this day. I don't know why we were screaming.
Girl, do you remember when we went to TP house one night and we was blasting
Drunk in
Drunk
Love.
in Love, and then we were like, why are cops rolling by? And we come in the house, we're like, TP, cops is riding by your house. And he was like, well, they weren't until Beyonce was blasting us.
Remember, because was walking around like the gummies or something. Shout out.
Why are you name dropping her whole name?
Well, they don't know who.
Yo, and then we tell this story all the time. Was in the back seat and we was trying to get in the car, and he was like, "Ain't no room back here. Scoot over."
Yeah, that night was wild.
Yo, we had some fun ass
I
time.
think it was birthday. I think that's why.
Yeah,
I
and
was
she
y'all.
was sick and didn't come out for her.
I'm gonna bleep that part out.
That's what happened. Because we had the gummy bears and everything. Like, we was ready to turn up. Y'all, the gummy bears taste like poison. But
I wasn't ready to turn up, but they were.
and people were like, get the worm, get the worm. It was a game. It was fun as I don't know what.
I think, yeah, we were with people. Other people were there too.
Yeah, like Gorfifi.
Was there?
Yeah, turn up.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah, we
just
used to be at like house parties galore, yard parties galore.
y'all know we from the
That
country.
yard party era.
So the yard parties was lit. I still remember going to when my mom let me go to the first yard party. It was on the old road. But I make a juice box wet. Girl, when that song came on, it was over.
Y'all, me and yard parties didn't really go together because whenever I heard a gunshot,
Y'all know the on Get Out when he run what is he, the dad? I don't know, the black man that take off running. Nee is just like him. Like, I'm soon as a sound, it's not even a gunshot. If a sound sounds like a gunshot, Nee is a track star. Nee's not looking for anyone.
No,
Side note,
don't
I just
care.
want y'all to know it got sketchy on the 4th of July this past year. And Nee had Ken's, her daughter. And I was like, Nee, what are you can't take off. She was like, Ken's will catch up. What?
Gone. Let's go. I do not play.
To
I
see you
got
now dragging
PTSD
Ken's.
from gunshots. Like I went to that event where Cardi B and Boosie Badass is supposed to be there. That at
Sound like it
Dumfries,
would be
that
gunshots there.
girl at that racetrack. I'll never forget. And it sounded like what you hear on the news when they are like showing clips of war. Like I have never been so scared. People bleeding, cars running people over, motorcycle gangs, the
No.
boy with the AR, like my camera got messed up. I had PTSD from that. I will never forget that night. I'm telling you, God covered us. I don't know how we made it out of there alive. I'm trying to tell you.
You
And it
guys,
was so innocent. It was a racetrack event.
yeah. People
Like, it was so
probably
innocent.
listen to our podcast and be like, um, they go through the motions. First they do really white stuff, then they get real hood on us, then they're
Yeah, because that
neutral,
was
and
hood
then
for me. That was hood.
the yard party era was very we used to just be in the country, in the bug.
Scared.
I wasn't scared. I
I
actually
didn't.
always had a good time.
I feel like whenever I felt like a little bit of tension, like if I was like, oh, something's off,
Yeah,
then I
you
would
know
get
that one party
nervous.
when we was singing
Yeah, like that vibe was off,
right
but
back to it.
it ended in gunshots. Remember, it ended in
Yeah, that's
gunshots
what
on the
I know.
side.
Me,
Yeah.
you, and Quee the only ones rapping the song. We not even aware of the beef, and then we look around like, why nobody singing?
Everybody just like hands in their pockets, hands in their pants, scoping the scene. I'm like, oh, we about to get hurt. Like, what's going on? Like, and the only thing I could get out the boys was when we say run, y'all just run. Nobody said run, and the whole crowd was running at one point. I'm
Y'all, we
like,
live life on the edge. Just know that.
yeah, I was really living on the edge.
And
I was
people
covered.
really be trying to tell me I come from the suburbs and stuff, and I'm like, y'all don't know me. You do
Nah,
not know where I come from.
we've been in the trenches, y'all. Dead ass, like scary times. Okay, I don't
And
ever
then
want
we
to
went to
relive that.
school and just hung out with white people,
We really did.
like our
But my
family.
white friends really don't know this side of me. Like
Huh?
even to this day,
What'd you
like
say?
my white friends really don't know this
Oh,
side of me. Even to this day, like yeah, I think it even shocks them when I say like the N word.
yeah,
Like I think it catches them off guard. They're like, "Oh God," but I'm like, I'm very much still black,
yeah. When I play my
and not that I
music,
act different. I can be in both environments. I act like this in that environment. I might rap a few song lyrics, but I'm the same across the board. I think it just shocks them because they're expecting a different type of person to be at those parties, not us. We don't carry ourselves that way.
yeah. But
So I think it just
like
catches them off
even
guard.
when I play my music for people for the first time, like if my phone's on shuffle, like they really be shocked, like,
Yeah.
cause I got some hood stuff. Like I'm that girly.
I do like to listen to hood music every now and
I'm
again.
just telling y'all,
Hey.
my little DJ was playing all Future today, and I mean the back cuts of Future. Okay, my fingers.
Yeah.
But yeah. So that explains it. I've been trying to, as y'all notice, my wall back there. It started shifting. Rap is going back on there. First, it was all R&B girlies, and now rap is shifted.
She had her heart broken. Now she back. She in her villain
I
era.
have not had my heart broken. I haven't even allowed myself to get heartbroken, and well, I guess somewhat. But that wasn't. I told y'all we was talking for like 2 months, so that wasn't a heartbreak. But I have not allowed. It's okay. I'll talk about it in therapy. I
Lots
started
of
therapy if
therapy.
y'all did. Well, I don't start till June 3rd. So catch me then. Okay.
I'll call you after.
Okay. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Therapy is amazing.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
It is.
I feel like I'm going to be the type to be like so aware of my problems that my therapist is going to be like, okay, girl.
Okay, but when you get to that point, they're going to refer you for a different type of therapy.
Yeah. And I also want to talk through like childhood stuff so they can be like, oh, so you might do this because of this. But as far as like adult me, I'm very aware of like,
Me too. I be talking like this not funny, but I be like, "Oh, such and such. Yeah, he act that way 'cause he got trauma from his daddy. His daddy did this to him, and that's why he act that way, and that's why he be drinking." I'm like, "Am I a therapist?" Why the hell I be
Girl, your
diagnosing?
therapist be taking notes like, think she knows it all.
But it really is like an awareness. Like when you
Yeah.
realize that we act a certain way and we do a
Yes.
certain thing and we're closed off or we shut down, it all stems from our trauma in our
Yeah.
childhood. That's why I say there is nobody walking God's green earth right now that don't have some type of trauma. If my mom was the perfect mom or my dad was the perfect dad, but maybe they dropped an egg one day and just was like, ah, damn it, sit down, like that is just a little bit of trauma.
Yeah.
It. Why did they yell at me? Oh my God, did I do something wrong? Now I have to sit still when I'm around. Like it just is. It's just a
Yeah.
giant umbrella.
I actually saw something, it probably was TikTok or something, but it was like saying how when you have a child, like, everything you do, like your child picks up on it, how you react to sadness, how you react to anger, like how you react to everything, your
Yeah,
child
they're
picks up
sponge.
on it. I'm like, I don't know if I can have a child because then I'm gonna be a different person.
Yes and no. Like me,
You got a good balance.
yeah, I have a very good balance. Like my child is very aware and enjoys therapy. Like I I grew up with a very negative approach to therapy, I feel like, because I mean, in my household, it was always said that therapy's for white people. It's not for black people. It's just our culture. And I kind of just gravitated out of that mindset or I guess
They think
brainwashing.
if they put a roof over your head, you don't have anything to worry about.
Yeah, like you don't have a reason to need a therapist, but or if I gave you money, like you don't. But I'm like, it's
Yes.
deeper than this. You abandoned me. It's deeper than this. There was no emotional connection. It's deeper than this. I couldn't be vulnerable. Like, so I think I read a book or something. In my era when my bug tags were dead and all I could do was stay home and read books because we didn't have Wi-Fi where I lived either. And I think it made me want to go to therapy. I actually think it was a Christian-based book and it kind of shifted my mindset. But yeah, no, like I think Kinsley has a very healthy balance. I think she'll be okay. Actually, I don't think I know she'll be okay. And so yeah, I'm glad that I was chosen to be her mom. I can't imagine letting somebody else raise my child who is living how they were raised. Like
And not real. It's like not realizing is the problem.
yeah, like yeah, even thinking about like previous partners and like how they're like not aware, it baffles me. Like how can you not be aware of what is happening in your life? Like I'm I guess I guess some people are not in tune with themselves and maybe that's really why. Some people don't like to sit in their silence.
Yeah,
And some people don't like to be alone. I mean, that was me for a period of time and
it
sometimes it still
was
is me,
for
like I
sure.
don't want to sit and be alone cuz it makes you think, right? There's nothing you're sitting in silence. The only thing to do is think, right? And so now I value that. I love it. When I put my child to bed, I sit. I just
It's
sit.
very important.
Yeah,
Like
like I need to connect with myself. Oh, I feel this way. These are my emotions. Why do I feel this emotion right now? And sometimes I cry. I sit and cry, and it feels good
I
to
cry
let
a
it out.
lot. Like I be around my apartment and not bad cries, like of realizing and being thankful that I realized. I'm not kidding. I'll be like, thank goodness I smoked weed that day. I'm not kidding. I'm being so 100. Imagine if I did not. I still would
Yeah, I
be
mean,
as
yeah,
dumb as a doorknob and not thinking I had any traumas. For real.
yeah.
Thank you, weed. Sorry, I don't condone.
Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord,
He had to
truthfully.
give. He had to send it to me.
Mel is I don't shame Mel because I told y'all before, like I've never dabbled in weed. Like that's just not my cup of tea. No shade to anyone who does.
No,
Like
it helped
if
me.
that's your thing, hey,
But I did
it,
it at an older age. If I had did it from
yeah,
like starting in middle school or something like a lot of people did or high school, it wouldn't have had the effect. But since I did it when I was what 30, when I turned 30, what better year? But
yeah,
also when you were talking about thinking about your exes, I had to say this, like I definitely was the problem at time. The guy that like when I had the accident with the bleeding or whatever that cleaned it up and was nice. I couldn't understand him. I wasn't mature enough to realize he was coping with his problems then because he actually was like adopted and I think he dealt with like a lot of stuff, but I couldn't grasp that he was going through things and I 100% was the problem. Like,
And I think it takes a very special type of accountability to acknowledge that you're the problem. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like, I've been the problem. I even think back now to like my previous relationship. I'm like, I was going through something. So maybe there were some days when I was like, grr, you know what I
yeah,
mean? Like full fledged, and it just was a lot. And I'm sure he was going through something or internalizing something that he couldn't quite process just because he's not emotionally aware or in tune with himself as much as I am. And so it was like, was I selfish? Was I the problem? Because I had my own problems and I might have like taken it out on other people,
yeah,
but he also was dealing with problems. I feel like it's like a
yeah,
two unhealed people trying to love.
yeah,
Like it just don't work. Somebody's got to grow up and do the healing. Hey, and it's me.
yeah.
It's
Because and
me.
you really do travel through each and every ex. Like I feel like you think about it in a different light once you're healed and you're just like, "Oh, okay."
You do.
And it's funny because I just feel like he was just very mature for his age because how he used to always be talking about like stuff is a construct. This is a construct. And like and I'm like that's how I was just thinking last year and I was like he was thinking like that way back, but I didn't
How was
understand.
he raised?
Huh?
Like, how was he raised? Like by like our type of parents or like
No, they were like older white parents.
okay.
And and I just he just was very aware of stuff going on and like how life was set up and probably knew like not even to get into like where the country is going, but like he probably was very aware of all that and probably dealing with all that at one moment. And then we're like fighting for the country and like put that in the mix and it's very like draining of like it's a confusing thing to go through. But I'm like, he probably was dealing with all that way back then, and I'm just like, you don't want to hang out with me today? Why? And this man was an emotional wreck. But yeah,
I mean, but we weren't raised to be aware. Let's
yes,
be honest. Like
he probably
if
was like this
something was
ghetto.
but if something was wrong in our type of households, it was like
Suck it
you don't
up
say anything. Yeah,
because
like
that's how I
stop
was.
crying before I give you something to cry about.
Yeah,
Like dead ass.
I was
That
like,
was
why
our
is
that's
something
our
always
culture.
wrong?
Yeah.
Like
Girl, just go in a room, sit down, drink a
that's
beer.
exactly what it is. That's funny. The
I'm like, all
self
right.
reflection.
No, yeah. What's wrong? This me as a mom. What's wrong?
Yeah. You actually ask kids like when she gets from school, like every day, like, do you want to talk about it now or later?
Later.
Again.
Girl, then she tell me something happened 3 days later. Then I got to go on and up to school in the principal's office
Okay.
because now I'm
Three
mad. I'm a
days
mad
later.
parent.
And I'd be like, maybe she don't want to say it when I'm on the phone. But at this
No, she's
point,
like, Mommy, did you call Melissa
I
yet?
was gonna say,
I'm
at
like,
this point, Candace is used to it. I feel like she know her life is just already. I know it.
she's a very aware child
Yeah,
too. Very
that's
aware.
all you can do.
Yeah, I'm raising her right. Somebody gotta do it. I'm gonna
Okay.
keep them comments to myself. I just gotta do it, and it's gonna be me. Yeah. You know that song? I wrote it just now. Y'all know when we used to sing songs and they used to be like, y'all know we used to sing songs. They'd be like, who sang that song? Chris Brown. I let Chris Brown
Yeah.
sing it.
Girl, they stay saying that to me. Did you have Kick where
What
you
is
used to be
that?
messaging on Kick?
No, because I never really had a phone growing up and we didn't have Wi-Fi.
Okay. Because I just know back in the day, if you had Kick, you probably were outrageous. I didn't have one because I didn't have a reason to.
I feel like I slightly remember that app though. Like I feel
Because
like I've
people,
heard it.
like the young kids was wilding on there. I'm serious.
I didn't get Snapchat till late too. I was very
You
late to
had
the game.
Snapchat before me.
Did I? I
Yeah.
was actually working with this I was working that time at that period in my life at Plato's Closet, and one of the guys there had it too, and so I just got it.
Yeah.
We used to send each other stupid
I
snaps every
probably only
day,
got it because you had it and you were like on
probably.
Snapchat
And then we had
24/7.
M&A. We had our
Yeah.
series
And
that
then,
everybody literally looked forward to.
yo, then one time I was talking to a guy. I didn't even know he had a girlfriend. Then she had Snapchat and messaged me from there and was like, oh, he got a girlfriend. Thing. I think I actually talked about this one time.
You did.
But I'm like, got me caught up on Snapchat and I didn't even know.
I hate when girls be like, "I'm coming to you as a woman." I had that experience for the first time. What? Not 2 years ago? I guess like 3 years ago. Matter of fact, let me just say this. I had that experience for the first time about 3 years ago. We was having a good night. Had went to Tyson's
Well, okay. I
Corner.
was like, who? No,
Came
never.
home playing Connect Four, drinking wine, and I said my phone keep going off. Oh, my phone was in the bedroom too. We were disconnected from our phones. We was in tune with each other. I'm like, let me go get my phone. They keep going off. I go in the room and get my phone. I look, it's a Facebook Messenger. Hey, just so you know, me and such are still messing around. He felt as if he didn't need to let you know, whereas I felt that you needed to know. I guess because I didn't respond within that time frame, she followed up and sent another message. I come out the room. Your baby mama say y'all still messing around. Go ahead and believe it. If you're gonna believe it, go and like it
Red
was
flag.
exploded. Red flag. Exploded
Left
on
a
me.
package at my door.
I had a package due from Amazon
Girl's a
today.
little
Sammy
loud.
here. Y'all cousin here. Say hey, Sammy.
Hey, Sammy.
All right. Bye, baby.
Yeah, bye.
Mommy's in the studio. I'm just sitting in the studio. That's usually Mel that do all the singing of the lyrics, not
And
me.
I
Anyway,
don't want our
he
show blocked.
exploded. He exploded, stormed away, gone, wouldn't answer the calls. He came back, apologized. Manipulator, typical manipulator. Hey, if you see this,
Girl, because he
hey,
probably stalking everything you do.
he probably
But
is.
I had that happen twice for the same guy, by the way. And I literally like we weren't dating, so
He
I'm not,
wasn't dating either.
huh?
She was dating. He wasn't dating either.
If
She was
I'm not
dating.
like actively really, because I've been stopped listening to him, because I'm like, once a dude is flaky, it's like, oh, I know what's up. We just sleeping together, or whatever. And it's either I accept that or whatever, but I'm not stalking your life. I'm literally like, he come through some nights. It is what it is type thing.
Yeah.
And that was in the past, y'all, because I don't even bother me if that's what you want. But yeah, I'm like, I'm not checking your life. I'm not checking to see if you got a girlfriend, whatever, because that's has nothing to do with me, and I don't talk to you every day. Like if you sliding through, you slide through. You handle what you need to handle. But yes, that happened to me twice with the same guy, and I'm like, you guys, he said he's single. I don't know. I wasn't stalking his life.
They actually are very similar to each other. Although I am kind of curious to see if this one has changed, like a slight part of me wants to know, just because I've seen a few shout outs on social media that were not like sorry, it's a, something flying around, that are not of like his friend group, but like someone special. I'm not going to go into great detail. Shouted him out recently.
Okay, guys, leave in the comments. Should Nee try it or leave him in the
He
past?
offered me to take me out on Friday.
She cheesing, y'all. Look at that.
No, I was just getting a buzz. That's all.
No,
That's
you
all it
were
was.
kikiing. She gonna go, y'all. Look at her. Look at her. But no, I mean, I don't know. I wasn't a fan of him back then, but I can tell. I'm telling you one thing, Mama
He had
knows.
such a good conversation. Such a shame that his life it just trauma, and we talked about it, and it's real. Like he could be such a good guy, and he just has a lot of work that needs to be done.
I agree. Because even the that always keep coming back to me, like I genuinely I like him. Like he is a person I enjoy talking to, but it's just like I don't understand why you keep trying to pursue me and you know you are not ready.
You're
I
not
don't
ready yet.
just
Yeah.
stop it. We can be cool.
And I can say too, because I obviously know Melissa's previous partner. He has really good conversation as like just like my guy. Like their conversation is very similar. They are very emotionally intelligent. There is nothing more
They
attractive
just
than
want
emotionally
more than
intelligent
one
man.
woman. Like I don't know, something wrong with them.
Both of them do
Yeah,
actually. The
like
other one told me he was into polygamy too, and I'm like, he's like, I don't think I can just love one woman. I don't know though. I don't think I can. I'm like, all right,
yeah,
I'm not the girl for you.
and the last
I will say though, I knew he was coming back around. I just didn't know when. I could feel it in my spirit.
because
I'm
they know when
telling
you
you.
break up with someone.
Womp, womp,
Okay.
womp. Yeah, I guess they do. I don't know. I don't usually do that, but I mean, yeah, it's just interesting. They are very similar.
Yeah, very, very similar. Too similar, actually, because get your life. But yours probably did more healing than mine. I thought
I
mine
hope
was
so.
better when he said he had an apartment, and then still went back downhill.
Damn.
Damn, damn, damn.
Damn.
Stop.
All right, I guess he did. I don't know though. I mean, men can talk a good game. They'll say anything to make it seem like they done some work while y'all been separated. But it's been what, like 3 years? So if ain't nothing changed, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
3 years is a long time. You should have done
Because the
something.
only thing I'll say, sometimes that I feel like they reach out to just see if they still have access. Sometimes I like mine, I feel like that's what mine does. Yours is probably different. I don't know. You had a boyfriend, so like we can't really gauge what, and he could have really changed, honestly. We never know. Like, well, okay, so if he changed, okay, back to my question. Real fast. So, if he completely changed, did a 180, would you take him back?
Nah, I'm good off that.
You heard it here first. I don't know if I believe you.
Okay, well, I'm not attracted to him anymore. I'm
You
not
did say that.
like I'm not. No,
Until he
sorry.
come and sweep you off your feet.
Nah, I'm good. And what I want to pivot my next career, what I want to pivot into,
He don't
I just feel
align.
like that would be a
He
huh?
don't align.
He got a track record. No, he don't align. Hell, it look like I'm in there
Oh,
balling out and doing my big one, and they like, but her husband got
hey,
one
they be
too,
doing
and she,
that.
yeah,
Remove us from
no,
the shackles.
girl, no. I just feel like no, like I think it'll be cool to keep in contact and be like friends.
That's what
I'll invite him to
I
my
be saying.
I'll invite him to my wedding, 100%.
Girl, he been
I
a
would have
tore that
invited him
wedding
to my
up.
wedding if I would have married my previous boyfriend. I'm saying right now, he would have been there. I would have invited him because we genuinely have a really good friendship.
Yeah.
Let me just say that our friendship was top tier. I could call him and cry about my previous partner. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's in the beginning stages. Yes, like we had a really good friendship before I really solidified it with my partner. Um, and it would be like he the only person that could really talk some sense to me. He'd be like, "All right, Nietzsche, you've cried about it, you've talked about it. What you gonna do now? Like, what's your game plan?" He wouldn't be like, "Oh, come here, let me just let you soak in this." He'd be like, "All right, we've cried about it. You told me everything that's on your heart. What's your next plan? All right, and I'm gonna check back in and see if that's what's good." Like that's how he really used to talk to me. I was like, maybe I am a crybaby. I think I realize now it's okay to be in tune with your emotions and to flood every now and again. But sometimes, you do need tough love, and I need to hear it
No
sometimes.
one give you more tough love than me. So I don't know what to tell
Yes,
you.
but he used to give me tough love too, from a male perspective. Like,
Have I been wrong?
no, I don't think so.
Thank you. And you just don't listen to me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I really appreciated that. Like, nothing frustrates me more than when I'm like telling you about a problem. You're just like, okay, well, I mean,
Okay, everyone
nothing pissed me off more than that. I'm here to let y'all know.
noted.
Cause you're the man. Like, I'm not asking you to be my savior, but like, give me some ideas. Cause they think logically. So like, and I'm emotional right now. I'm not even thinking correctly. My head's not even on. You know what I mean? So like, that would frustrate me. But yeah, no, I would not take him back. By the way, sidetrack. Nah, I'm good, and I'm confident in my answer. And if I'm wrong, replay this clip. But I'm pretty sure I'm right.
Don't worry, I'll remind you. Because as soon as you keep bringing this name up, okay. Okay.
I di- I didn't even respond to the text message today. I would show you. It's not a date. It's a ketchup.
That date.
A ketchup and mustard.
Okay, guys in the comments, is it a date?
It's not a date. Damn, this was a good conversation. We were just talking.
That's
That
how
one
it
was
always
actually good.
happens.
All right, guys.
And we do.
We gotta wrap it.
Okay, thank you guys for listening to episode number 4. We really appreciate all of you guys. You're the
Yes.
best.
As always, the chaos. Mel, get your part
Girl, I
ready.
forgot the outro. The chaos continues. What's the outro? The chaos never ends. What's the outro?
You don't know the outro, kid. I'm overstimulated. What is going on? Signing off, but the chaos never
Okay,
ends.
sorry.
Damn, I'm the producer, the
I came up with the
everything.
outline today.
You did. You actually did a good job. All right, guys, that's it for today. We're so thankful. As always, please make sure you subscribe. We are streaming currently on YouTube, and then you can also
Yes.
listen to us on
Give us our
Spotify.
likes, you guys.
Interact, engage, comment.
Yes. Okay. And remember,
But as always,
the chaos never ends.
chaos never ends. Bye. Dun, dun, dun,
Okay.
dun.